welcome to the X22 Report. My name is Dave, and today is episode 9 already. Wow. Feels like last week I just started, and actually I did start last week. The title of today's report is "The Economic Collapse Will Be Hard on Everyone." This is part 4 of the series of comparing the 1929 Great Depression to the present-day economic collapse. We're using facts and showing the similarities between the two, and we're going to be using facts from 1929 and recreating a scenario using facts of what has been happening in the government, like the NDAA, the Patriot Act, the gun control, cyber laws that they want to put in place, and anything else that they're doing. I'm trying to fit into this so we can see, what we're looking at and why we need to be prepared. So just right off the bat, I just want to thank all those people that are signing up with the new show alerts and those new subscribers coming on. I just want to say welcome. In today's show, I am going to... Oh, there's one other thing. On the top of the site, I put a red bar, and that's more of a top story type of bar, letting you know what are the top things going on. And I keep changing that around as new things come out. So if you see that bar on top, that's what it is. There's a little X there. You can close it if you like, if you don't want it on top. Today I'm gonna stick to gun control. A couple things that came out in the news, and we're gonna start with the news first, and then I'm gonna move down into the part 4 of the series. But I was reading some things on the news about the Fed buying 100 years worth of ammo, and I'm sure you guys have heard that. And if you haven't heard of this, is the Fed has purchased 1.6 billion rounds of ammo. I mean, this is just it's hollow point ammo, and they're saying they're using this for training. I mean, according to Forbes, this would be enough for 100 years of training. I mean, why does anyone need all this ammunition? There's only one reason you need this type of ammunition, is that they're preparing for something. I mean, they're also, Forbes did a calculation. There's enough ammunition to fight a war for more than 20 years. Absolutely ridiculous, this type of ammunition. And they're buying expensive ammunition, not training ammunition. Like, they're saying that they're using this for training, but why would you buy the more expensive ammunition? I know when I go to the range, I don't use my expensive ammo. I go to Walmart and I buy Target ammunition. I don't understand. So, but it makes no sense to me. And there's only one reason they do this, is that they're telling everyone, hey, look, we're preparing. And that's how that screams out to me. I mean, there's no other way of reading this. Another thing in the news about gun restriction is the CDC is now getting involved with Jesse Jackson. I mean, he's telling us that, we can't hide behind the Second Amendment. Who's hiding? I'm not hiding. Is anyone out there hiding? I mean, the Second Amendment is our right. There's no hiding here. Our forefathers who wrote the Constitution gave us this, and these are our rights. It's not a privilege. It's not something that's saying, okay, I'm going to take one of your privileges away. It is a right. So when he says we're hiding behind the Second Amendment, I don't even know what he's talking about. Are you hiding behind the First Amendment? Are you hiding behind the Fourth Amendment? I mean, but the Second Amendment we're hiding behind. No, the Second Amendment is one sentence, and it's telling every single American citizen we have the right to bear. If you want to know what bear means, it means to carry arms. If you want to know what arms means, I did this in my other report. Arms means weapons, ammunition, or armament. So if you substitute bear and arms, it means to carry weapons, to carry ammunition, to carry armaments. And you can, and the government or anyone else cannot infringe upon these rights. Infringe means to limit, to undermine, to encroach upon. So every single law that they're putting out there is limiting, is undermining, and encroaching upon. So this is ridiculous, and the CDC is trying to hook people owning guns to they have a better chance of shooting people. It's just absolutely ridiculous propaganda. Any way they can get our guns, this is what they're doing. And to me, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I can't even believe what I'm seeing here today. I would never have thought that this type of thing would be going on in my lifetime. It just unbelievable. But what I'm talking about right now, you're going to see how this fits into part 4. And then you're going to go, this is why. And most of the stuff that you'll see in part 4 today, I mean, basically why I'm doing this, I want people to wake up and see how this all interacts with each other and how it's all going to be used against us. And this is why I'm doing it. I want people to wake up. I mean, is it going to happen exactly like this? I mean, if it does, I'm pretty good. But, again, probably not. But as long as people see it and say, wow, that's why we have the NDAA. That's why they did the Patriot. That's why they're trying to get our guns. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to wake people up and make it easier for people to see why this is happening. So, going on with the gun control, if we look at Feinstein, she's my favorite person. Her statements and what she says blows my mind. Let me just, she's worrying about our veterans that have post-traumatic stress disorder that come back from combat, and she's saying that they should be prohibited from owning a semi-automatic gun, and that anyone that comes back has PTSD and they should not have a gun. I mean, she is just wacko. Now, to me, veterans, every time we see a veteran, we should be saluting them. You have to remember, these people, and they go out and put their life on the line. They are in combat. They are giving their life for America, for us to live this way. The government is trusting our armed forces, and when they come back, they're veterans, with $1 million worth of equipment. They're giving them automatic guns. They're giving them tanks. They're giving them hand grenades. Now, when somebody comes back and they're saying that they have PTSD and they can't carry a pistol, to me is absolutely ridiculous. Because the government will have no problem taking those same people that just came back and sending them off to another war and giving them a gun, ammunition, grenades, tanks, an airplane. They have no problem doing that. So this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. When these people come back, we should be saluting them every single time and thanking them for doing this for us. And if these politicians who sit in their little cozy offices would stop sitting in their cozy offices and lead like real leaders and stop hiding behind everything, I believe that anyone in the government who believes that we should go to war, they should be automatically sent to the front line of what they're considering. Just like back in the day when the king or any other leader sat on their horse and led their troops. They should not be back in their office dictating what should be. To hear the rest of this report, go to x22report.com. You are not going to want to miss part 4 of the series of using the past to predict the future. We take everything that we know today and everything that we know from the past using facts and try to formulate what will happen when the economic collapse occurs. So go to x22report.com and listen to the rest of this report. Thanks.